Egan, Berger Weiner, LLC is an independent financial services firm which is experienced in all aspects of investment and retirement planning. Today, one of their founding partners is here to talk about avoiding mistakes when it comes to planning for your retirement. Sheldon Weiner is here to break it all down. Welcome, Mr. Weiner. How are you?
Thank you. I'm doing fine. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. So you're here to tell me why I shouldn't spend $300 on a pocketbook, but instead invest it?
Absolutely.
My
That's
daddy
what
would appreciate
everybody
that.
wants to do, but you got to resist that.
You do.
Because you need the $300 when you finally do retire to buy a pocketbook then.
To have something to carry my money around in,
There
right?
you go.
So you've recently written an article, 10 retirement mistakes I don't want to have to explain to my wife.
Right. I've been giving retirement advice for over 35 years now, and I have seen clients make all kinds of mistakes.
Right.
Now that I'm getting relatively close to retirement, I don't want to have to explain those mistakes that I might have made in getting ready for retirement. I want her to have a successful retirement also.
What are some of the common mistakes?
A lot of them. Number one, people don't save enough. I know that seems rather obvious, but I don't care whether it's $5 a week. You need to start saving. Surveys tell us that 57% of Americans have less than $25,000 saved taking out their home and retirement plan at work. That's just not going to do it. You need to start saving.
And we see on our screen here a couple of those points. What's wrong with taking the Social Security too early?
It's a mistake many people make. Because of changes in the law, we know that Social Security, your check from 66 to age 70, is growing at 8% a year.
Okay.
Where can you get 8% a year guaranteed with no risk? You can't. So often it is better to take money early out of your retirement and wait on Social Security.
Okay.
So that's one of the reasons that we often recommend that.
And you talk about not underestimating life expectancy. What exactly do you mean by that?
Interestingly, everybody comes in and says, oh, I'm not going to last that long. But there's over 70,000 Americans today who are over age 100. And more startling, there's over 2 million Americans who are over age 90. Because of medical breakthroughs, better nutrition, exercise, we're living longer. So retirement plans that work for our parents and grandparents don't work for us.
Right.
Because we're going to be here that much longer.
Well, and that brings us into my next question about consulting a financial advisor. You know, and that's something you and I were talking about before we started our segment, about planning ahead and placing the money where it should be placed and what to do with it. Because I feel like, you know, when you get out of college, you're trying to get the job that you want. Hopefully by the time you're in your 30s, you do have that job. So you basically have from 30 until you retire to save up that money. That's going to take you.
It sounds like a long time.
Yeah.
But most people really don't start saving till they're well into their 50s. There's all kinds of reasons to procrastinate. The kids going to college, you need a new car, whatever it may be. But if you don't start saving as soon as you can, you're not going to be able to have enough to live on. We see this all the time, and since we're living so much longer, you need to save earlier, the better.
Is there a way to do that at your job? Is there a way to go in and ask somebody to, hey, take an extra 5 or 10% out of my paycheck, automatically set it into a separate account? Sure.
There are many, many ways to handle that. At work is certainly one of them. And basically, if there's a 401k or 403b, you want to set that up, participate in pension plans if they're available. But we also like you to have money that you control, perhaps an IRA or some other savings, and not put off savings. Get into it, pick out a good mutual fund for long-term growth, and stick to it.
So in other words, have different accounts set up for different reasons. So if there is something you need, you can get to it, but then long term, something that you put in, invest, and save.
We don't want all your eggs in one basket.
Okay.
So you can, with your own retirement plan, your own IRA, you can take as much risk as you want. You can decide what you want to invest in. The whole world of investing opens up, and keep track of it. We find a lot of people, because they change jobs so often, forget what they have. They opened up a retirement plan at work 20 years ago and they forget about it, or maybe opened up an IRA for $2,000. That money can grow a lot over 20 or 25 years. So you need to keep track of them and make sure that you take advantage of that.
All right, so Sheldon, one final question.
Sure.
Because you're talking about 10 retirement mistakes you don't want your wife to know about. Have you taken your own advice?
Absolutely. My wife demands it. And I certainly have done that.
Does she control the purse strings in the house?
Well, not so much the purse strings, but everything else.
Yeah.
So, yes, I definitely follow my own advice and counsel other people not to make those kinds of mistakes.
Very good. All right. Thank you so much, Sheldon Weiner. We appreciate it. Thanks for coming in today. And if you want more information about Egan, Berger, and Weiner, their contact information is right here on our screen. You can give them a call at 703-506-0030. And, of course, ebwffinancialnews.com for the website. Stick with us. We'll have more with Let's Talk Live coming up after the break.